Tonight, the most shocking stat we learned today.
You write that the average age of a first-time home buyer is 40 years old.
40 years of age.
Think about that in our story new at 6. Those 40-year-old first-time home buyers won't pay off that mortgage until they're 70. As tough as that news is, Chief Investigative Reporter Berkeley Brean found it's worse for 20 and 30-year-olds.
I want you to finish this sentence. 20 and 30-year-olds buying a home right now is
impossible.
Mark Seawick is one of the most successful real estate agents in Rochester. His latest newsletter is titled The $400,000 Cake Nobody Under 40 Can Afford.
I bought my first house at the age of 25. That was back in 1990. You could still do so. And as a result of having done so, I created economic certainty and security for myself. And that in turn helps to create a national economic security. And that has been taken from 20 and 30-year-olds.
Jack Connolly is a photographer, and he's 24.
So you are in that group.
I'm close to Mark's age when he bought his first home.
And the likelihood of you being able to buy a home, he says, is virtually nothing.
Impossible, yeah.
Seawick says the problem is a combination of factors, but the biggest is supply. There just aren't enough new homes getting built to sell. And that's one reason why the price of existing homes in Rochester is up 75% in the last 6 years. So a $250,000 home in 2019 is now $440,000.
You write that the average age of a first-time home buyer is 40 years old. So if you're 40 years old, first time buying a home, and you've got a 30-year mortgage, you're paying that mortgage off while you're on Social Security.
30 years later, you're 70 years old. The president last month was proposing a 50-year mortgage.
So now we're up to 90.
To try to do away with this problem. The problem isn't yes, the problem is in part financing, but the bigger underlying issue is creating enough inventory to satisfy these needs.
Mark Seawick says the country is short about 3 to 4 million homes. And he says in Rochester, we need to build somewhere between 18 and 20,000 new homes just to level out the market. In Rochester, Berkeley Brean, News 10, NBC.
And Seawick lays out several ways to break up this housing traffic jam, including modernizing building codes to reduce the cost to build a home. We'll publish his list in this story at WHEC.com.